It's time for the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Now here's your host, Pat DiSabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat DiSabato from the Southtown Star newspaper, and if you haven't guessed it by now, folks, we are at Lincoln Way East High School, home of the Griffins. Football coach Rob Zvonar will be our guest. The Griffins, Saturday, 4 o'clock, playing for the Class 7A state championship against Glenbard West. It is going to be a fantastic game. We're going to talk all things Griffins football here with Coach Zvonar, who is in his 12th season here. That is hard to believe. All he's done is racked up a 115 and 26 mark. That's a darn good winning percentage, folks, in 12 seasons, including in 2005. They won the Class 8A state championship, a thriller against Maine South. So, what can I say, man? It's just a tremendous program, one of the greatest coaches in the area, if not the state. So, we're going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. When we return, Rob Zvonar, Lincoln Way East coach, will be our guest. Stay tuned, folks.
For over 30 years, Beggar's Pizza has been delivering you great pizza your whole family will love. But don't forget, it's not only our award-winning thin, stuffed, and deep dish pizza. We have great pasta, salads, desserts, sandwiches, and more. Our meals are prepared with the finest ingredients available, making sure you go home happy every time. Whether it's your team's victory bash, a birthday party, or just a nice night out of the kitchen, enjoy a great Beggar's Pizza at home or dine in at one of our many Chicagoland locations.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
Hi, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Our guest this week, Lincoln Way East football coach Rob Zvonar, a good friend of ours. Rob, thanks for coming on board again, buddy.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
All right, man. Well, the big game Saturday, 4 p.m., 7A championship, Glenbard West. It's going to be a great, great ball game. But before we get talking about Glenbard West, going into this season, you had 5 returning starters back. Really not a ton of impact guys. Your 2 linebackers, great linebackers, O'Grady and Langenderfer. But what were your expectations, man, going into this season?
Yeah, you know, we as great as the season went a year ago, 10-1, but the one came at the end, and it came a little abruptly. So we were a little bit of a kind of a state of disappointment there at the end, and obviously it was to state power, Wheaton South, but at the same time, when things come to an end a little abruptly like that, you kind of feel like you're left to pick the pieces up. And I really, I have to give all the credit to the current seniors who decided that, we lost a bunch of Division I kids, a bunch of great talent from that group a year ago, but we want to start out, back in December in the weight room and establish our own legacies, and they've certainly done that, and I think surpassed everybody's expectations, except probably their own.
Yeah, exactly, man. Well, I think what's really, really impressive here, and going 13-0, your schedule, a difficult schedule, 80 of your opponents made the playoffs. You've outscored your opponents 466 to 138. What's been the key to this thing, man, to being this dominant?
Well, I know it sounds like coach speak or cliches, but this group just decided to focus on one word all year, and that was improve, and they literally meant it on a daily basis. And and instead of even looking ahead at long-term goals, they kept them as short as possible. They like to say we keep our goals 6 inches in front of our face around here, and because they did that, they stayed short-sighted and didn't talk about anything but what we got to do today to get better. I think they found themselves in a pretty special position here, week 14.
Yep. Now, try and keep this answer to under 2 minutes, because you could go on and on about this, the answer to this question, but sum up the contributions of your quarterback, Tommy Fiesel, and Have you ever seen a quarterback, not only on your own team but opponents' teams, and this is your 12th season, that had the skills this kid has of elusiveness, power, and speed?
No, and you hit him all right on the head. Not to mention the fact that he's worked extremely hard on being a quarterback, not just an athlete, where he's reading defenses and making the checks, and his arm throwing mechanics have improved. And it seems like we get caught up in saying this almost every year here because we're so blessed to have great kids, but whether it was a Blake Winkler once-in-a-lifetime kid, and all of a sudden now we're back here talking about a truly possibly a once-in-a-lifetime type of athlete that we've never had here before because of the things you mentioned. He not only has the elusiveness and the quickness and the ability to make guys miss, but then he's got this 4.3 40 speed when he gets into some open spaces. He can really turn on the burner. So we're just blessed to have him. And back in 2005, there was a quarterback that played for the University of Texas named Vince Young, and people used to joke that maybe their best offensive play was when he dropped back to pass and everybody was covered. Yep. Then he'd pull it down and run, and sometimes Tommy's done that. And we went against him all summer, and we never stopped him. Our own defense, I'd hate to play against him if he was on if we were playing against him. And even though I've seen him every day now as our quarterback since June, he was doing things against Bennett in Week 13 that were still jaw-dropping to me. So I appreciate you asking, and the best thing about it is his character off the field is impeccable, and his leadership, and he would be very uncomfortable talking about him like that. He's going to be telling you about how it's his teammates that have helped him get his success. So thank you.
True leader. Now, with that said, 4.3 speed. He's about 6'3". He's tough to bring down. I mean, he leaves jock straps all over the field. He's so elusive. You don't see that type of stuff out of a kid like that. How did this kid not get on the field last year? Because I've had people come to me constantly this year. I wish I had $10 for every time because I'd be able to go, maybe a trip to Vegas or something. Yeah. But so how does a kid like this not see the field last year?
Not only did I see that one coming, we deserve it. So double whammy on that one.
I had to ask though.
And you know what? In hindsight, 2020, we'd like to go back and look at that and maybe see if we could have found him a spot. I'm sure we could have, but with Tom, you go back and with Jay Yancey and J.J. Robertson and Blake Winkler, he literally had Division I kids in front of him. Tommy is this nice-looking 6'3", 180-some pound, 190-pound kid right now, but he honestly was a scrawny little guy a year ago. He won't like me saying that. With that said, I'll take the blame for not finding him a spot, but he was very content. Maybe that's not the word, but he was very studious learning behind Blake and wanted to help the team and run the scout team and make us better. But at the same time, you'd like to go back and see if you could figure that one out a little more. Maybe we wouldn't have got beat in the second round this year.
No. He's told me too. He said, being a part of the scout team last year and playing in JV games, he said it definitely benefited him this season. So he said he
didn't have I think a desire to be anything except a quarterback, and maybe that played into it. Yeah. Where we felt really good about our DBs, we felt really good about our other receivers, and he was really, really excited about being a quarterback. So that probably came into play there too, where it wasn't. We didn't have a glaring need anywhere else, and he really wanted to become the best quarterback he could be. And things happen for a reason, and he's led us to only the second state championship in our history, and the first one since the split with Lincoln Way North.
Yep. And you've developed your share of Division I prospects. Do you think Tommy, can be a Division I quarterback?
You know what? I absolutely do in the right system. He's going to be a Division I athlete for sure. And then if he gets into the right system and they run a dual threat offense, there's no doubt in my mind he can continue to improve the flat out quarterbacking things with mechanics that he would need to. But I definitely think he can. But the good part about that is those coaches will be smarter than we were, and they'll put him somewhere else.
All right. Folks, we're going to go to Elisa Thomas Salon timeout. Go to lisathomassalon.com. Check out the specials, team club membership, all kinds of good stuff. We come back more with Lincoln Way East coach Rob Zavon. Stay tuned.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut in style for just $27 and guys get a cut in style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
For over 60 years, Standard Bank has been a part of your neighborhood, supporting sports and other activities, working with communities as they grow and thrive, helping businesses and families to reach their financial goals. In communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, your neighborhood is our neighborhood. We can help you reach your financial goals. To learn about products like Check Free, our super secure service that saves you time and money and makes it easy to pay your bills online, visit standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
If you're in the mood for some of the finest barbecue in the Southland, then Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights is the place for you and your family. Whether it's ribs, chicken, brisket, pulled pork, or any other barbecue favorites, Bona Pit serves up a flavor explosion in a championship form. We also offer steaks, seafood, sandwiches, a mouth-watering nachos platter, and salads in a casual atmosphere, with the option of either dining inside or on our heated patio. Watch the big game in our full-service bar, or call ahead for pickup. Bona Pit in Palos Heights. Hi, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, our guest this week, Lincoln Way East football coach Rob Zavonar. What, I mean, week 14 here, Rob. We're sitting outside. It's about 50 degrees. Not too bad, man.
Yeah, we've been blessed all year long, especially in the playoffs here. We haven't been out here freezing too much going into Thanksgiving here, and you're out here hanging out. That's pretty good.
Yep, it's not too bad, man. All right, well, back in 2010, you played Glenbard West, and they knocked you out of the playoffs. Is that something you're going to remind your team about, or what, a little motivation here, or what?
You know, most of our kids, Kyle Langendorfer has been our only three-year starter, so he actually played in the game, and a handful of them were dressed as sophomores, so they remember going up there and getting it. You know, we battled. It was tied in the third quarter, but they pulled away at the end, and we know who they are. And Chad Hetlett arguably runs the top program in the state, and they're just tremendous at everything they do. You know, we're not really dwelling on that game per se, although they're doing some similar scheme stuff wise. So we go back and take a look at the video. But other than that, it's overall a new group, and you're just trying to get as much film watched and as much, you know, get 25-30 hours in a 24-hour day these days.
So after watching the film and scouting them, what's going to be the key to, you know, containing their offense and being able to move the chains against their defense?
Yeah, you know, moving the chains against their defense is going to be a huge challenge. They're as good as we've seen defensively, and you know, we feel like they play the game how we try to, you know, fast, physical, and with a lot of discipline on defense. I think for the key for us will be not they have a run-orientated offense, and if they are out there chewing up clock and keeping our playmakers, Tommy Fiesel and the rest of our guys off the field, that's going to be a long day for us. We've got to get opportunities for Tommy in our offense, like we did against Bennett last week.
Well, you've had you know, obviously a number of kids. Your offensive, defensive line have been tremendous this season. You know, guys like Nick Colangelo, your running back, he had a huge game with 198 yards, I think, last week. Jarrett Lekas has done a nice job in the secondary for you. We mentioned Adam O'Grady, but the guy that's really unique here, man, is this Kyle Langendorfer that you mentioned. He's about 5'7", about 140 pounds, a state champion wrestler last year in the 138-pound weight class. I mean, what's the key to this guy being such a stud and he's this high, man?
Yeah,
which gives hope to kids who think you got to be big to excel.
Absolutely, and I think you know, he's what you kind of mentioned is 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing, you know, type dimensions, but he plays like he's, you know, 10 foot tall and bulletproof. He's probably as physical and most athletic player we've had here, and it's the kind of guys that I think possess his skills that are just a little bigger, that are making a lot of money playing on Sunday afternoons, because he's that kind of guy, just in a little smaller package. But you know, he had a lot of things pulling in different directions after he was state champ wrestler, and it took a little while in the spring to make that commitment for his third year of football. No harm against him. He had Division I and got to spend time on the mat, and the reason I bring it up is just it gives hope for that two-sport athlete still.
You can do it.
And he wrestled in the middle of a ring in Champaign last winter, and now he's going back there to play out on the football field for the same opportunity. So it's just a thing where young kids in the community, whether you go to Lincoln Way or another school, you can do both at a high level, and Kyle's proven that, and he's been a great leader for us on and off the field all season, so we're really proud of him.
Yeah, he's something else, man. Well, you grew up in Monticello. That's how you say it, right? Monticello, which is about 20 minutes away from Champaign. I know I see no signs on my way down to Champaign. Monticello, you know, So, hey, you went to some Illinois football games with your brother and your father growing up. How much of a thrill is it for you to go back here? And you still have family down here. Your mom and dad are still down there, right?
Yeah,
so this has got to be a huge thrill for you. Man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first and foremost, this is about the kids here at Lincoln Way East. But on a sidebar, it's awful special. I was always had a dream to be Dick Butkus down there playing, and I was built to play Division III football. I was not only short, but I was slow too. So Illinois Wesleyan fit my needs there. But at the same time, to be able to go back home, and it really is home, Central Illinois, and where my mom and dad are, and the family and friends, it makes it even that much more special. And I appreciate you bringing it up.
Well, you're 115 and 26 in your career at Lincoln Way Eastern. Not too shabby. Lincoln Way North opened up like 4 years ago, and you've still been able to maintain this success, man. Sustain it. You guys are, 9-0, 8-1 every darn season. How have you been able to do this, man?
Well, I think it goes back to tradition and legacy at this point. We've been around enough to have something established and expectations, and I think one group doesn't want to fail the group that came before him, or to say it better, the next group wants to do better than the group that came before him. And JR legendary coach Jim Rexilius Wheaton told me one time, if you ever get your program to a point where the group that comes next wants to be better than the ones that came before them, you got something going. So I think there's just a legacy and a standard of excellence that our kids refuse to alibi for, or make excuses not to live up to. And it's certainly been, we absolutely loved our Summit Hill, Frankfurt Square Wildcats players, and we go back to our championship team in 05, and if we looked where they lived, it would be almost a dead split with 50-50. We've got DJ Perkle coaching for us now, and Blake Lucas, and it's been special being around long enough now to have some alumni come back and coach. But Lincoln Way North's done awesome in their own right, which just shows you we lost some really good players.
Yes, you did,
so,
man.
But to be able to do it with just the communities here in Mokina and Frankfurt, and just the 2 junior highs instead of the third one, it makes it different, and in some ways more special, although we certainly won't ever put that 05 first group on anything but the pedestal they deserve either.
Absolutely, man. And how's my guy Joe Palisar doing? Your offensive coordinator. How's my guy doing? All right.
He's going to be. He's the Chip Kelly guru of the South Suburbs here, with what he's done on offense this year, and just he's as good as they come, and he's probably the real head coach around here.
Well, you tell him I said hi, man.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Thank you.
Have a great week of practice. Have a happy Thanksgiving with the family, okay? And we'll see you down there Saturday in Champaign, my man. All right.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. Thank you very much.
You got it, man. All right, folks. We are going to go to an athletics timeout. All right. Get out your cell phones. A Vital Need textbook question sponsored by Standard Bank. Holidays are here, folks. You can win a $50 gift card sponsored by Standard Bank. Answer the textbook question correctly. They'll have a Lincoln Way East twist to it, and we'll get you a $50 gift card. All right. Stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
Are you interested in bringing the most effective form of advertising to your small business? Introducing A Vital Need Marketing, bringing your business text marketing. Your business, your offers can be in front of your customers at a moment's notice. The most powerful way to communicate with your customers is text messaging.
To discuss this new, affordable way to reach your customers, call 630-205-7351 or go to avitalneed.com.
Looking for a lunch you won't soon forget? Check out the new Beggar's Lunch Buffet. Of course you'll find the great thin crust, stuffed crust, and deep dish Beggar's pizza you love, but our buffet goes even further. We have soups, salads, Italian beef, Italian sausage, pasta, and chicken. And don't forget about Beggar's famous cookie pizza for dessert. For only $7.95, it's an incredible deal. From 11 until 2, Monday through Friday, this is a can't-miss lunch that has something for everyone. So get to a Beggar's near you today.
Hello, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Again, I'd like to thank Lincoln Way East football coach Rob Zavonar for being our guest. And folks, if you've never been out to Lincoln Way East campus, it is absolutely phenomenal here. You know, you got the field turf at all four campuses, but just a tremendous, tremendous school. And located in lovely Frankfort, right on LaGrange Road, a few blocks north of Route 30. So check it out, man. Before we get to the text poll question of the week, I got to give a shout out to my guy, Nick Pizzuto. All right. Little Nick, I'm a St. Jude alum. Went and checked out Nick in the St. Jude Knights Hockey Club on Saturday. I can tell you this, Nick, you are 50 times the skater your old man ever was. But you're about 50 times less than me. So you're somewhere in between. But you're a heck of a skater, heck of a player. And it was good to see my St. Jude Knights put it to the Bensenville Blues. The Bensenville Blues were singing the blues back up north. But great game by the St. Jude Knights and my guy, Nick Bullethead Pizzuto. All right, folks. Vital Need text poll question sponsored by Standard Bake. This week, who will total more yards Saturday, all right, at the state championships? Text A for Lincoln Way East, Tommy Fiesel. Text B for Crete Moniz, Laquan Treadwell. Text C for Mount Carmel's Don Buckus. Now, text Beto to 69302. Get the response. Give me the A, the B, or the C. Texter number 4 with the correct response wins a $50 gift card right in time for the holidays. Compliments a Standard Bank. All right? So check it out. All right, let's talk results from last week. Semifinal games in Class 6A. Let's kick it off with Crete Moniz 28, Lamont 27. Great game. 2-point conversion with about 3 minutes left. Sealed the deal for the Warriors. Marcus Terrell, 22 of 36, 284 yards. Laquan Treadwell, 6 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown. He also ran for a 1-yard touchdown and also had an interception. Lance Lenore had 14 catches for 132 yards. Up next, Cary Grove for the Class 6A State Championship, 1 o'clock Saturday in Champaign. For Lamont, Chris Giatris, 32 carries, 101 yards, and a TD. Drew Slee, 6-yard TD reception. Rick Snagowski with a 49-yard TD run for Lamont. Another tremendous season by the Indians. In 7A, Lincoln Way East 37, Bennett 13. For East, Nick Colangelo, 38 carries, 198 yards, 2 TDs. Tommy Fiesel, 143 yards passing and a touchdown. Also rushed for 98 yards and 2 TDs. Like we talked about, Glenbard West, Saturday, 4 o'clock in Champaign. Be there, be square. Class 8A, Mount Carmel 26, Neuqua Valley 21. For Mount Carmel, Donnie Buckus, 9 of 13, 121 yards and 3 TDs. I know people are asking, what's Donnie Buckus' status for Saturday? He got hurt on a 2-point conversion, last one of the final plays of the game. And from what I'm hearing, he's iffy. It's an iffy situation as of now, but we're taping Monday, folks. Jason Gasser, 5 catches, 59 yards, and 3 TDs. Matt Domer, 21 carries, 146 yards, and a touchdown. And Draco Smith, 20 carries, 85 yards. For the Caravan, up next, Glenbard North, Saturday, 7 o'clock, Class 8A State Championship. In 4A, game I was at, Evergreen Park fell to Rock Island Almond 23-7, but a great, great season by Evergreen Park. Brandon White, 7 of 22, 136 yards, had a TD run. Jaquette McClendon had 2 catches for 59 yards, and Mike Reuter, 2 catches, 52 yards for the Mustangs. 9-4 season, man, and with an 8-1 sophomore squad, they'll be back next year. Prep Bowl semifinals. Man, Brother Rice 34, St. Rita 30. St. Rita was up 30-14 at the half, got shut out in the second half. Great job by Rice. For St. Rita, Timmy Lombard, 24 carries, 229 yards, and 4 touchdowns. For Rice, Matt Page had 273 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. Luke Mueller, 2-yard TD run. Malik Moody, 3 TD receptions for the Crusaders. Up next, Simeon, Friday, Prep Bowl Championship at Soldier Field. All right, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. Got to give the Lincoln Way East running back Nick Colangelo, 38 carries. That's a workmanlike effort, 198 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's going to get a $25 gift card from Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oakbrook. That's where we're taping next Monday, folks. We will be at the cafe with Chief Doughboy, Richie Labriola. It'll be good times. Lisa Thomas Salon, Teen Club Player of the Week. Lincoln Way North Girls Basketball player Ashley Waringa scored 14 points to lead the Phoenix to a 53-29 win over Bennett. She will get a nice goodie bag. Compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon. The Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse Coach of the Week, Crete Moniz Jerry Verdi. Went for the 2-point conversion. It was 27-26. He could have went for the tie and went to overtime. He went for the 2-point in the win. He will get a nice $25 gift card from Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. Best barbecue in the Southland. All right, folks, we're going to High and Tight. When we return after this Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout, we'll have a little bit more fun. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oakbrook Promenade.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut and style for just $27 and guys get a cut and style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
Since 1970, Standard Bank & Trust has been a landmark at the corner of 95th and Western. Now there's a new, state-of-the-art Standard Bank at the same convenient location and better equipped to serve your needs. So stop by and meet our friendly, professional staff. They provide personalized service and a wide range of products to help both businesses and individuals reach their financial goals. In the Evergreen Park area and in communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, we're your neighborhood bank. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, not too high, not too tight. This is all about love right here, all right? Thanksgiving, I want everyone to have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. But most importantly, you student athletes and kids, man, be thankful for what you have. You look across that dinner table and look at your mom and dad, you tell them that you love them. Appreciate everything that they've given you, your grandparents, everybody, because, you know, a lot of sacrifice involved, especially for student athletes. Your parents, not only financially, but they give up a lot of their time to put you in a position to succeed and make some memories for yourself that you will remember the rest of your lives. And don't take that for granted. Don't ever take your mother and father for granted. All right? And also, the three schools, last year we had nobody at the state finals in football. This year we have three local teams, Mount Carmel, Lincoln Way East, and Crete-Monee. Beautiful thing. We haven't won a state championship in 6 years. I know one of them is going to bring it home. I got a feeling all three of them are going to bring it home. I'm feeling good about this, and I'll be there to check it out. So, all right, everybody, have a great, happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next week. Ta-ta.